most of the people in this country have no idea what it takes to put the food on their table.
You think bees are underappreciated? Taken for granted?
Yeah, bees are underappreciated. Sometimes I think beekeepers are underappreciated.
Come on, you!
Most people would have trouble getting to sleep with a couple of dozen bees buzzing around. But Hackenberg never worries about getting stung.
That's just part of the business. You know, it's like stopping for traffic lights in New York.
How many times have you been stung?
Oh, like, probably the thousands and thousands and thousands of times. Now, I've had days when I might have 120 bee stings in one day.
You?
I mean, myself. Your body builds up an immunity to it.
If I were to get stung 125 times, I'd be sick.
You'd probably be in the hospital.
In a good year, he can make $100,000 profit. But this past year has been a financial disaster. And it all began one afternoon last November when he checked on some of his hives in Florida.
When I pulled into a bee yard in Florida, there was 400 hives of bees. That 3 weeks before that looked great. And all of a sudden, here we got roughly 400 beehives that are totally empty.
The bees were all gone.
They're gone.
I mean, where'd they go?
Don't know.
There is a growing citizens movement demanding an explanation of chemtrails.
The bees, what about the bees? Is it farm chemicals? If it's farm chemicals, why are the bees just as dead 1,000 miles into the wilderness? Try to tell people this that are in the bee community. I've tried. Most won't listen. I've talked to some of the head people in the country. They want to stay in their cocoons. They've been taught and trained that unless it says in their peer-reviewed, establishment-approved manual that there's something going on in our skies, then it literally doesn't exist in their reality. The bee collapse disorder appears to be most directly related to geoengineering and the radio frequency signals. One more article, A World Without Bees. Einstein said, 4 years after the bees disappear, so will humans. We're on that track now. There are so many directions that the walls are closing in factors that lead back to geoengineering. So many roads lead back to geoengineering.
And crawled around. I mean, seriously, I got down on my hands and knees and crawled around. And then there's no dead bees. There are no dead bees anywhere. I mean, you can't find any bees. They flew off someplace.
And never came back.
Never came home.
Did you ever seen that before?
No.
Tez günden ayırdı felek, eğlen suna gelin eğlen suna.
Spiking since the early 1990s in barium, aluminum.
But Rosalind Peterson of California Skywatch says health department records show a sharp increase in both chemicals in the water supply of Northern California, dating from the time the huge contrails first appeared over her home in Mendocino County.
most of the people in this country have no idea what it takes to put the food on their table.
You think bees are underappreciated? Taken for
Yeah.
granted?
Yeah, bees are underappreciated. Sometimes I think beekeepers are underappreciated.
Come on, you.
Most people would have trouble getting to sleep with a couple of dozen bees buzzing around. But Hackenberg never worries about getting stung.
That's just part of the business. You know, it's like stopping for traffic lights in New York.
How many times have you been stung?
No,